Big F! W-E-F-U-N-K. We funk.
But there's a big Aretha Franklin biopic. I guess that's probably the other real big music movie that I would expect to see come next year's Oscar preview and all that. But Jennifer Hudson as Aretha Franklin could be pretty epic.
Did you really? I was about to just joke around and be like, who's playing her? Jennifer Hudson? That's fucking hilarious.
Nailed it.
Dude.
I mean, I haven't confirmed that. I as well am assuming that it's Jennifer Hudson.
Oh!
No, I'm joking. It's Jennifer. It is indeed Jennifer Hudson, but so that one you could definitely, and that one, in all honesty, I'm sure will be great. I mean, Aretha Franklin, one of the true, music icons. I'm sure she has a lot of, interesting story. Young black female in the early '70s, late '60s, or whatever. There'll be, I'm sure.
One of those ones too, like besides like Respect and the Fuji song, I couldn't tell you one other Aretha Franklin song.
Oh, you will be able to, though. There will be a fucking million and a half, you know. But that one I'll expect to see more of. One, unfortunately, that's going to totally fall by the wayside, unfortunately. But looked super cool. But there was like a indie David Bowie biopic called Stardust that was set to be, I think, actually released, world premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival. And, of course, with the whole COVID-19 whole thing really canceling the whole, entertainment world. But one of the things really crushed were, like, the film festival circuits and whatnot, which is really, like, the only chance of release for a lot of these, like, indie films. So a movie like Stardust by Bowie, the Bowie biopic Stardust, you don't even know, like, what's ever going to happen with this, But right now they have not. I was looking into it, and I have not been able to find like an updated release date or anything like that. So not sure. Potentially, I guess just wait till the festival is back open.
Do we know who was playing Bowie?
Bowie was played by Adam Flynn, I believe.
Okay.
Who I'm not familiar with. I think that was his name. It was a name that I wasn't familiar with, but he seemed to be relevant enough in like it's an English probably production, so he might be like an English kid or something.
They should have had I know she's an actress, but I mean I think they should have had Tilda Swinton play Bowie. I mean, fuck it. Could you get more spot on?
I mean, absolutely. That would be like a later era Bowie. This movie was actually chronicling like his first American tour in the early 70s. Where he came up with the Ziggy Stardust alter ego. So it's apparently going to be like a crazy, psychedelic, weird, fucking drug-induced early 70s Bowie. I still think Tilda Swinton can pull it off. I'm not ruling her out, but maybe Kristen Wiig or somebody. Definitely a chick, though.
I don't know. Or even Benedict Cumberbatch would be a good Doctor Strange as Bowie. Fucking come on. It writes itself.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going. I guess those were the two big biopics. As well, there was a slew of cool docs and docu-series. I guess headlined, of course, by the Beastie Boys story, which I think we talked a lot about last year on the Geeked Up podcast when the book came out, and they were doing those traveling shows. I guess kind of like a 2-hour just documentary of the book has been made. Okay, I still think there's some type of production plans for one of those more like interactive shows being released, because like we talked about last year, they were doing like 2-man shows and they were doing all sorts of weird shit. And I think some of that stuff is going to come out as well. This is pretty much just a 2-hour documentary version of the book, which was amazing. I read the book, and super fun. And by read, I mean thumbed through the small articles and all the pictures, which is all the book was. So,
okay, perfect. Right up your alley.
Exactly. So
that's something. That's a doc I really want to watch. And it's just like, dude, I'm just not getting Apple TV for it.
I was going to say that's kind of the big headliner there. It's on Apple TV, so
on a like
until
a
it comes
geeked
to
up note, though,
Hulu, you're fucked, I guess. But
on a geeked up side note, though, you got to say that like Beastie Boys "Sabotage" is the all-time like best music video of all time. Like,
okay,
find me a music video that tops "Sabotage."
Great call. I mean, I always go definitive music video, Coolio's Fantastic Voyage. I'm not even joking. The beach to hood.
I know you're not. The beach is that way. Yeah.
But you're right though, and I was honestly we're gonna get into it in a couple minutes here. Spoiler alert! But we might be playing a Davi song and taking a closer look at some songs from movies. However, one of the things that I was either gonna do that with you, or I wanted to do our all-time favorite music videos in honor of the summer. We might be doing that on the Geeked Up podcast later in the year, but. The definitely Sabotage is up there. Top 5 music video anyway. But
number 1. I say undefeated number 1.
I mean, hey, well, wait till the I guess spoiler alert or teaser alert for an upcoming Geeked Up podcast closer look. But I guess some other cool docs that are coming out this year. I guess one that was just out on Epics, which I guess is well good luck. But a Laurel Canyon 2-part documentary, I guess playing off of the popularity of last year. There was that Echoes in the Canyon biopic or with Jacob, a documentary with the music of Jacob Dylan. Bob Dylan's son made all the music and did all the interviews, and that was like a real popular thing about Laurel Canyon. And now Epics is doing like a straight up documentary on Laurel Canyon, which I've heard good things about, as well. I guess for the Netflix golden ticket potential, but a big Taylor Swift documentary, Miss Americana. All right, are we putting that in the whack shit category? No,
yeah, obviously.
All right, so no golden ticket for Taylor Swift and the big Netflix Miss Americana. But, I mean, I'm sure, she's one of the biggest stars in the industry. So for Netflix, I'm sure that's a big get.
It's surprising, honestly, how long that probably took to come out because, I mean, that's going to – I guess it's on Netflix, but, that's going to get a million, billion hits, dude. Of just,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously you and I aren't going to watch it, but,
yeah, for
Ashley H might watch it. Amy D might watch it.
Ashley H might be crying in a pillow to Taylor Swift.
I think she might watch it because that's not fair. She's not really a fan, but
no, but
there's
I think
enough
every female
fans out there that are gonna watch the stupid thing.
Yeah, for sure. Just
like when I saw Dave Chappelle's Block Party, I was fucking glued to it.
We need a second version of that, by the way. But I guess the most interesting one, though, or I guess next to the Beastie Boys, number 2, and I guess for Ron the Waiter, but the Ozzy Osbourne 9 Lives A&E documentary, which A&E does great shit, especially in the documentary. So that was definitely, you know what I mean? It's going to be on a generic TV production, which in 2020 you get a little skeptical, but A&E I trust. This, however, it looks like has been delayed. At least the release has been delayed, so we're not sure if we're even going to see this in 2020. But I mean, if a tell-all Ozzy documentary is going to be straight.
Yeah, I don't think you've said it. I don't think you said it's an Ozzy Osbourne doc yet. I think you've still been building it up.
Oh, yeah, I've been building up Ron the Waiters. But yes, Ozzy Osbourne, the 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne. So
here's honestly, dude, a documentary that I'm not that excited about only because, dude, hasn't it been done already? Is there anything about Ozzy Osbourne we don't know now? Is there any new information out there?
No, I mean, great call. I'm sure, it's definitely we've heard nothing is going to surprise you from the Ozzy Osbourne category, but definitely just from the chance to just re-examine the great songs mixed in with hilarious interviews of Ozzy. Why not?
Honestly,
sign me up.
I'd rather just watch old episodes of the Osbournes.
Well, we get to see what Jack and Kelly look like in 2020.
Shuffling around the house all fucked up, yelling at fucking...
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there. You're not. If instead you want to watch the Osbourne season 1, I wouldn't argue. But
yeah, come on.
Big F! WEFUNK. We funk.